position.
Anyone else besides me find this a little weird? All of the stuff that they are telling us to do when it comes to this eclipse. What do they know that we don't know? They're telling us to get groceries. They're telling us to stock up on essentials. They're telling us to have cash on hand just in case. So what exactly do they know that we don't know? That first photo that you seen was a news station in Arkansas. This one that you're seeing on screen is from a place in Ohio. So what exactly do they know is coming? What are they not telling us? This is some strange stuff indeed. You tell me what you think about all of this. They're even saying possible gas shortages. Very strange stuff is happening. Some strange things are definitely ahead.
They're getting gas.
Be ready and be prepared because you never know what's coming next.
Hey, to me, it looked like a tech they're just so proud of. They probably could say, we're going to run out of Q-tips and watch all the Q-tips be gone.
For the first time ever, scientists are unveiling a 240-million-year-old dragon in its entirety. The National Museums of Scotland announced on Friday. This 5-meter-long reptile from the Triassic period was first identified in China in 2003, but newly discovered fossils allowed the international team to depict the entire creature.
Fossil reveals 240-million-year-old dragon. They found dragon fossils. We're off to an interesting start for 2024. But speaking of 2024, I thought it was interesting that they found this 240-million-year-old dragon fossil in the year of 2024, which in Chinese astrology, 2024 is the year of the dragon. And it says the wood dragon year represents evolution, improvement, and abundance. Did we just unlock something? Is this a sign for something greater ahead?
Smell. Well, it might be the smells coming from your next gaming session or movie watching experience. Let me explain. This new device is called GameSense and it retails for about $180. It's changing the game by converting audio signals into scents that you can actually smell using AI technology. Imagine driving a car in a game like Need for Speed and smelling the exhaust when the tires screech. But why focus on scent? Well, it's one of our most powerful senses and it's actually tied really well to emotion and memory. Not to mention, if we're gonna have immersive experiences, we actually need to smell things around us. Funny thing is the concept is not new. In the 1960s, movie theaters tried out a thing called smell-o-vision. It failed and was actually considered one of the worst inventions of all time. Fast forward to the early 2000s, another company tried it called iSmell, which brought the device to the internet age. And once again, it also failed. And it failed because senses were mixing together, creating a very foul smell. So will GameSense succeed? It's gonna be an uphill battle, but they did say they fixed the issues with iSmell and smell-o-vision. Plus, you have a ton of audiences coming into immersive experiences that definitely want to take it to the next level. So what are your thoughts? Kind of interesting, right? But love to hear your thoughts, especially if you're a gamer. Leave a comment and follow me for more AI news, trends, and tutorials.
It's advancing and the merge of all this new tech gonna be ridiculous. But can you imagine playing a game and it malfunction? It smells like shit in here.
The Rarest Things in the World, Part 11. The pinstripes on every Rolls Royce since 2003 have been painted by one man named Mark Court. It's the last manufacturing step and can't afford even the slightest mistake, since the paint instantly bonds with the car's body and can't be erased. A Russian girl named Amina is admired for her unusual beauty. She's diagnosed with two rare genetic conditions, albinism, which makes her skin and hair extremely white, and heterochromia, in which her eyes are different colors. Costing around $300 per pound, A5 olive Wagyu beef is the rarest steak in the world. Due to the cow's specialized diet of caramelized olive pulp, the steak gives off hints of olive oil and is very buttery in texture. In 1989 Wisconsin, 7 generations of a family were alive at the same time. The ages of the mothers/daughters were 109, 89, 70, 52, 33, 15, and 1 month. This unbelievable occurrence remains undisputed and stands as a world record to this day. The rarest things in the world.
Glitches in the Matrix caught on camera.
I just found this ring in a box. I'm like, oh shit, my ring fell off. No, it didn't. It's the same. I'm shaking. It's so weird.
I'm losing my mind right now, and I need someone to tell me if I'm crazy. Have you seen those videos where people are like, I'm stuck in the Matrix, my life is glitching out? Can somebody please explain to me how I'm sitting here doing my little thing, making TikToks, I'm looking on my desk, and I see this. What the hell is this? What is this? Because it looks like it's my nails, right? Girl, I've got all my nails. And I want to specify, this is the first time I have ever had this design. Ever. But that's definitely what that is, right? Even the other side of it looks like when you rip acrylics off. The girlies know what I mean. Do I just throw this away and act like this never happened? I'm kind of really freaked out right now, but I'm trying to stay calm and come up with some kind of solution as to why the fuck this would be here. Tell me that's not a nail. Do I need to give this to the government for investigation? If you can come up with some kind of solution for what this is and convince me that it is not a nail, let me know.
That ring didn't look like the same ring that nail set old girl had. Looked like her favorite set, so I'm sure it was just an old set. That spoon looked like he just timed out the splash. In that last video, I don't know. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think.
Where do they get all of the hair to make human hair wigs, toupees, and merkins? There is one belief that the hair is getting cut off of deceased humans and then sold to hair factories. It's very common for young girls in Asian countries to sell their hair in order to make a little bit of money. If you have virgin long hair, it can be sold for as little as $7. The people who join the hair industry usually ride around on their bikes. They have a speaker attached to it that has a pre-recorded message playing. The message will yell out that they are there to collect hair, and if anybody has hair they'd like to sell, to approach them. That way they can get their hair removed and they can get paid. And they'll grow their hair out for 2 to 4 years before selling it. Another possibility would be hair farms. I'm guessing if you've made it this far in the video, you probably want to sit back and watch this.
My God, it's unbelievable. How many inches is this? 46. 46. Yeah. Wow. I can't believe it. I've been working in this business for 7 years, but this is the first time I've touched hair this long, more than a meter long.
The price is $100.
All of these piles on the ground, that's all hair. Like, this is all hair ready to be processed.
Some of them have waited years for this moment, growing their hair before giving it to the gods. It is a sacred ritual for millions of Hindus.
My daughter was really sick. I vowed to donate my hair if she recovered.
Do you know what will happen to your hair?
No, I do not know, but it will be offered to the gods, and that's all that matters to me.
Every Saturday, thousands of pilgrims come to the Dwarka Tirumala temple to be shaved by one of the 95 barbers that work here. The pilgrims leave behind kilos of hair. The temple has turned the pilgrims' offerings into an incredibly lucrative business. Once cut, the hair is collected and then stored by the temple. It is then exported around the world to be used in wigs and hair extensions.
I don't know exactly what happens to the hair. The leaders of the temple take it and they sell it.
For how much?
Well, I know the temple makes about $1 million per year.
After it's collected at the temple, the hair is then transported to Ravindra Vanka's factory.
Mix the hair.
Okay, color is okay.
And separate the dark strands.
Every year, hundreds of tons of hair from several temples is treated here by the factory's 3,000 workers. The hair is washed, dried, and then sorted. The factory stocks hair of every kind, color, and form. For Ravindra Vanka, his products are a source of pride.
It depends upon the length and what kind of the process. Bleaching, dyeing, blonde color. The blonde color more expensive.
The factory attracts buyers from around the world, and a growing number of clients are from China.
Okay. Every year, almost a 10% increase.
Why so much increase?
Well, because more and more ladies, they want to look younger, they want to look beautiful, so they need our products. They love our products.
The Chinese alone buy nearly 1,000 tons of hair from this factory, a business that just keeps on growing, much like the hair that sustains it.
Well, girl said, I don't care what happens to it, I'm just thankful for my contribution. If that ain't brainwashing at its finest. Hey, but y'all be laid though with them 24 inches though, don't y'all?
So there's this weird psychological phenomenon that happens to Arctic explorers when they're out there too long, surrounded by nothing but snow in all directions. That can actually cause them to hallucinate and have altered states of mind. And the craziest part is you can actually force yourself to hallucinate by tricking your brain into having the same reaction that they do out there, but like from the comfort of your own home, apparently. It's called the Ganzfeld effect, and it's basically a loophole in our brains that allow us to hallucinate and have altered states of mind without the use of any drugs. The exact same phenomenon happens to people who get stuck in caves for days or weeks at a time. When they have seen nothing but pitch black for days, they hallucinate. And people who spend long periods of time in the middle of the ocean, seeing nothing but water in all directions, can cause you to hallucinate. Ganzfeld is a German word that basically translates into English as complete field of vision. The Ganzfeld effect is what happens when you cover your complete field of vision with the same one monotonous thing. If you want to experience the Ganzfeld effect at home, you totally can. All you need are ping pong balls, headphones, and a light source. Turn the radio to a station playing nothing but static. Lie down on the couch and then tape the 2 ping pong balls to your eyes. Within minutes, you will begin to experience a bizarre set of sensory distortions. Who would be down to do this with me? That's what I want to know.
Take a look at this futuristic Lenovo transparent laptop.
It looks like a UFO, right? That's a UFO. Christian. It's just staying right there. Look, it's just above there. Are you recording it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a UFO. You can just see it. Well, hide, you know. Bro, you can just see it. It's like the round. Just keep recording it. It's only on YouTube.
YouTube.
It won't expire.
Oh, I can see somebody getting mowed down right now by that. Look, a battery. They're changing the battery? I don't know, let me know in the comments.
Every time it's a leap year, it represents time moving faster. Did you find yourself losing track of time? You just woke up and you're about to go right back to bed? It's because time is moving faster and the sun is actually getting closer to this planet. That's why they're trying to block the sun out. The sun is actually speeding time up so certain people can wake up. You know how they say time only moves forward? That's a lie. Time moves forward, backwards, and you can also pause time. That's why a lot of people have deja vu. It's because your reality is being paused. Yes, you can pause our world. Our world is shaped and designed just like a movie. When you watch a movie, you can fast forward, you can rewind, you can pause, and you can eject. Right or wrong, this is what's going on in our life right now. Things are repeating over and over. Remember, they say it's nothing new under the sun, but that's bullshit. It's always something new under the sun. It's never nothing new under the moon. Everything is a retake, a remake, remember, redo, recycle. The reason why time is moving so fast is because it's trying to break us out of this time matrix. The time matrix is actually a prison for certain spirits. We are some of the greatest spirits in the universe, and these people went from planet to planet, universe to universe, to steal certain spirits. So they stole our spirits, put it on this one realm, this one reality, this one plane of existence so we can charge it up. We are acting like many suns on this planet that create different realities. But if you can't remember your dreams, it's because time is moving faster. We are about to go to a new reality or a new realm. But if they can block the sun, if they can make us think about the solar eclipse, it's going to destroy everything. 3 days of dark. If they can make you believe that fear is stronger than love or compassion, we will always lose this war. The reason why time is moving faster is because the sun is actually getting closer to the planet.
Ooh, I got y'all going right here. You see that person right there? Take a good look at these again. One more time. Look at them close. If you ever done any kind of construction, you know what core drilling is and you know how much it sucks. Look how the little cores come out. Look right there. Look at that one. Look up here. You see that? Look what I'm saying. Look at like this one right here. Looked like it wasn't even finished, man. Like they couldn't get all the way down in there, man. Those like core drills, those things are no fun. While we're on the topic of giants, look at this little typical mountain. Notice the patterns on it, okay? Structure of an epidermis, which is your skin, actually. Look right there. I mean, that is so neat, you know, but that's just skin and that's just a mountain. No big deal. A couple more. These could be something else. Pretty neat looking little rock right there, for sure. Even got the eyelashes. And this one right here is, I should call her. So the question is, my friends, what in the core drilled these 4 things, and why didn't that dude finish that one right there, man?
Those do like a case of machinery. Y'all think it was giants?
The rarest things in the world, Part 10. German man Matthias Schlitt was born with a genetic bone disorder that caused his right arm to grow significantly larger than his left. He uses the rare condition to his advantage by working as a professional arm wrestler. Launched in the mid-1980s, the McDonald's McPizza was discontinued in the year 2000. But there's one location in Orlando, Florida that still serves it to this day. The rarest bar in the world was located inside of a 1700-year-old baobab tree in South Africa. The 155-foot wide trunk could fit a 15-person full bar until the tree tragically fell over in 2017. This rare Australian Wagyu tomahawk is making my tummy growl as we speak. These giant stick insects known as tree lobsters were thought to be wiped out by rats in 1920. But in 2001, 24 of them were found in a small bush on an island called Ball's Pyramid. No one knows how they got there, but they were the last known survivors of the species at the time.
That people who put the cell phone up against the head and the ear, they start to develop brain tumors right here. It's interesting because since the rollout of the telephone, the only cancer to go down is brain cancer. Which, when you think about that, how does that make any sense? All of the other ones have gone up, but brain cancer has gone down. I would love for you to talk about how important it is to have a copper wire landline and not internet-based phones in the homes. Landlines are the original way of having the telephone. And if you get a landline, make sure that you don't have a wireless telephone. You want one where you can just plug it in, like the old rotary phones. And this way, if you do receive a phone call, it's just going through your landline. You don't have to worry about all pinging cell phone towers connecting, microwave radiation, that whole shabeel. You just get a nice landline. Funny, because if you reach out to your phone provider and you get a landline, it probably costs you like $6 to $10 a month just to get phone calls. So if you want to get phone calls or you're doing a lot of stuff and you're always on the phone, get a landline for your house.
My grandma still got a landline to this day. She just recently got a cell phone. Now I'll be seeing her popping up watching my stories on Facebook.
There is no way. Yeah, they've just found what? So the Bible is real. So there's been footage and photos coming out recently which has been absolutely blowing people's mind, including scientists and archaeologists. So a research team over in Turkey discovered something pretty groundbreaking, literally. So whether you believe in the Bible or not, you do know about Noah's Ark. Now in the Bible it states one last location where Noah's Ark essentially parked up, which was in Turkey. And research teams have recently found this. It looks almost like a mountain, which, I mean, it looks like a boat, doesn't it? A big boat, right? But no, doesn't stop there. So they did a 3D scan on this and found out it's not just a mountain, there is in fact something very, very old buried underneath this structure, because using these 3D scans they found an actual man-made structure, i.e. a bow under the ground here, containing minerals that looked like it had contained water at one point. So this was obviously a bow. Also, the structure measuring basically identically to what the Bible detailed, like saying. Now, going over to Antarctica, they found a similar structure over there which emerged on Google Earth at the end of last year, again looking like some kind of bow. Now of course people were extremely confused and questioned this, and I did make a video on this before, but still they don't know what this is. But could these things be correlated, or what is actually going on? Make sure you hit that follow button and I'll keep you updated.
I'm pretty sure a long time ago they had boats, so it might have been a boat, so it didn't have to necessarily come from the Bible.
There's one feature holding AI back, and without it, we'll never achieve those grandiose ideas that people dream about. Let me explain. That one feature is memory, and humans rely on different types of memory. We have short-term memory for recalling things like phone numbers, long-term memory for recalling things like childhood memories, and a working memory to juggle tasks. All three of those combine to create complex thought. Yet today's AIs have major memory limitations. For true creativity and intelligence, we need memory that is fluid, flexible, and integrated, just like the human brain. Imagine if AI could recall recent as well as relevant information. Imagine if it could make connections between work and life over time. Imagine it could fix itself based on requests or issues it ran into. Imagine it helping you with complex projects over a long period of time. That is what memory is for. Unfortunately, to reach that next level, we're going to need entirely new architectural paradigms as well as new learning techniques. We're going to need to also grapple with privacy concerns as well as ethical considerations. Yes, last month ChatGPT added a memory feature, but it's rudimentary at best. We need neural networks that have memory built in, not bolted on. There's no clear timetable when this will all be solved, but be aware, when it is solved, things will forever change. That will mean that we're on the cusp of AGI. Curious your thoughts, leave a comment and follow me for more AI news, trends, and tutorials.
Hey, it's coming and we can't stop it. I'm pretty sure it's already solved. They just slow rolling it out to us.
Yoga is a mass deception. If you participate in yoga, you are offering worship to demons and false gods, and you are joining together with them. Watch this. So yoga derives from the root word to yoke, meaning you are coming in union with something else. When you do the hand mudras, for example, the tree pose, you are giving worship and yoking with the goddess Sita. The dancer pose is dedicated to Shiva. The warrior pose, you're giving worship to Viraprada. The half moon pose is dedicated to the god Ganesha. Look at this disgusting looking thing. The split pose, dedicated to the popular god Hanuman. The standing pose, you are invoking the god Krishna. The goddess pose is the vile and vicious deity named Kali. The crocodile pose, dedicated to the god Rama. The cat cow, this is a popular one, dedicated to the goddess Saraswati. I could go on and on. But remember, yoga comes from the root word to yoke. So if you've had any sort of spiritual encounter doing yoga, that was a demon making you feel some certain type of way, so you continue to do it. Don't believe me? Go fact check me. If you're doing yoga currently or you've done yoga in the past, you need to renounce it and you need to repent. You need to give it up. You are putting your soul at stake. Trust me. The first commandment is literally, you shall have no other gods before me. We're not even supposed to make mention of their names. So whether you know it or not, when you do these yoga poses, you are offering worship to these deities. It's a deception. Turn back to Yah and His word, His scriptures, the true creator. Don't forget to like and follow for more truth like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
The people in the yoga be so graceful, now to find out the poses you worshiping gods. But I know people in yoga be like,
me reinvented. See, I'm just like licorice. Well, God damn.
According to this video, every year the moon moves closer to the earth by 9 inches. I'm no scientist, it's just a theory. Rare footage from 1995, Man Explains Human Hidden History, Part 8. Run that video, comment below. Some say the moon is fake.
It was told that March 23rd, 1994, that 19 suns pole shifted in our galaxy, and that many are pole shifting all the time. At exactly the same moment that the suns in our galaxy pole shifted, a color and sound frequency started emanating from all the black holes in the known universe. Now, apparently what this sound color frequency is doing, it is literally creating a holographic density above all others. And on a numerical level, it would be, on our level, it would be considered 12. The Andromedans say that there are 11 creational densities in our universe. This is now adding a 12th. And that what it's doing is that it is literally lifting all the dimensions up. 11 is going to 12, 10 to 11, etc. Now they say that all indications are that by December 3rd, in our linear time of the year 2013, third density as we know it will cease to exist. It is now presently imploding on itself as it is being raised to a higher vibration. And that those of us who stick around and go for the ride will be moving through fourth into fifth density. Just like that. And that we will start to see very clear indications of this around the year 2007. Now, apparently the Andromedan Council, which is a group of 139 planetary systems, and I can't tell you exactly how many races because I don't know, has made a decision and has told all of the extraterrestrial influences in our solar system, both benevolent and non-benevolent, and those who are in the middle, to be out of this solar system no later than August 12th, 2003. I don't know how they're going to back it up, but apparently they've decided they're going to. So they want them all out of here. Now, if this happens, and they do leave, you're going to see incredible things. If they do not, I have been told to tell you this, that there's a very high probability that we will wake up one morning or go outside one night and the moon will not be there. It will be towed towards Jupiter. And they will deal with the energies that are there out there. Because if they have to go to battle and the moon gets destroyed, it will destroy most of the Earth because pieces of the Earth. Plus, it has an energy source inside of itself. Okay, it's a space threat. So this is another possibility, and I talked about the tides. I mentioned the tides. The more, and I said, hey, that's no big deal. We just get you another one. Apparently, it's no big deal. Planetary science is no big deal when you're at that level of technology. Yes, ma'am.
I noticed that the moon has closer to Earth. What do they say about that? About 2 years ago?
Apparently, it's moving closer all the time. The Andromedans say that it's moving 9 inches closer to us, and we're not being told about anything about it. They also have said that Mars is also moving closer to us as well. That it's moving closer? I don't know what it is. Unless it's disrupt the gravity pull will create earthquakes.
What's 9 inches to 200,000 miles?
I don't know, sir. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't know.
Where people come back cannot hear these questions.
I'm sorry. I'll repeat the questions when they're done. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. The question is if the satellites or the moons are artificially created, why do they make the surfaces so rough? Obviously to hide what they are. Other than that, I don't know.
The point I'm trying to make is we are still children. We've been programmed to live a certain way, and they can only get us when we are young. And a lot of times we get mad at our parents for not raising us the right way, and we forget that shit. They wasn't raised the right way. And like I said before, you're going to be here forever on this planet trying to heal these traumas because you are trying to find the original blueprint of where this trauma started from. You can never find this. It is impossible to find where this trauma came from. but it's not impossible to fix these curses right now. They got us when we was young. Because we never grew up. Some people grow old, but they never grow up. And this is the mental abuse of the Matrix. This is the system we was taught and raised by. We was taught and raised by the enemy. So how can you ever think the knowledge you got is supposed to help you when it was given to you by the enemy? When we start to think and come together and have real conversations about, damn, why is this taking place? When you ask the right questions, your journey stops. And when your journey stops, you can fully understand.
Caught on camera in Florida, where everything that's crazy seems to happen these days. These fishermen are doing some night fishing, trying to capture some big fish. Well, they capture a big fish. At first, though, it looks like it's a shark. You're gonna see they're gonna have like shark fins, and it seems like they just captured a shark. Glowing eyes, big fins, but as this thing flips around and it gets closer to shore, they realize they've captured a freaking dinosaur. This shark has an entire like saw face thing that comes out with lots of teeth off the side of it. It's a sawtooth shark. They're really endangered species. Look at this thing. It's like multiple feet long of a sawtooth. Those teeth are so sharp that if they hit your leg or arm or anything, it'll just slice completely through it. So these guys are just pulling this thing to shore. They're crazy. But this is a reason why I don't get in the ocean. You could just step on one of these things and then it's over. Follow for more.